Let's have a quick conversation about PracticePanther law practice management software. And is it the right software for you, for your law firm? Let's have a conversation about that. So here's the synopsis I want you to pay attention to. So what is really PracticePanther? Well, PracticePanther is actually a cloud-based general management and billing legal software solution that actually does a lot of things. And what we love is that if you actually go through PracticePanther, you will see that there are several facets of your law firm that you can actually use to you can use the software to improve on. And we love the fact that, for example, you have a one-click billing, you have time tracking, you have task management, you have legal calendaring, you have matter management, you have client management, and you have expense tracking. All of these things can actually be centralized. So you can coordinate all those activities, all those very important work streams from a central dashboard. This is really cool. And what we have found in our research also is that PracticePanther also offers a client portal for your clients to view invoices, make payments, receive messages, and respond to those messages. So this is kind of cool. And so think about PracticePanther as a cloud-based law firm management software. Okay. In some rare cases, PracticePanther can actually install the software locally, on premise, that is, but generally they like to have it cloud-based. So that your associates, your partners, your paralegals can actually access the database or your database from anywhere. Okay, they don't have to be in the office to actually get acquainted with the data. So this is kind of cool. And we also love the fact that PracticePanther has mobile apps on Android and for Android and Apple devices. So this is really good. And so in terms of training, you can actually schedule private online training sessions with PracticePanther's staff, or you can just familiarize yourself with the software through their training video library. They have an extensive video library, and this is really, on their website, so you can actually acquaint yourself more with the tool. And in terms of support, you can contact the support team via phone, email, or chat. There is also a support forum and FAQ section for additional assistance. So this is really good overall. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here to have a quick convo with you about PracticePanther legal management software. I want to talk to you now about the pros and cons of PracticePanther. Let's have a quick overview here. So what are the pros? Overall, I mean, there are a lot of pros, but we just wanted to go to the 3 or 4 most important ones. So PracticePanther is easy to use. I mean, UX, UI, fantastic. Okay. It's just as if like the engineers at PracticePanther have thought about the user. So the icons, the capabilities, where the dashboard is located, all the settings, everything has been thought to actually make the user's job a lot easier. Fantastic. PracticePanther is intuitive. The interface is just fantastic also. And as I said before, there is a client portal that adds, I would say, more revenue generating capabilities to your law firm. And the CRM system within PracticePanther is also very good. So we love that. CRM, client relationship management. So this is really good. And customer service, fantastic. Okay, great. Now, so those are the major pros. What about the major cons? Let's talk about that. Well, email integration needs improvement. Right now, there is it's just as if PracticePanther hasn't thought about that aspect of things. There is no batch entry system or ability to copy paste emails into a client's case file. So each email needs to be forwarded separately to be entered into the system. So that creates some kind of redundancies, especially if you have to deal with multiple projects and multiple clients. This could add up. Those lost minutes could add up to hours, to days, and to weeks. Who knows? Okay. And another disadvantage that we have found is that pre-billing summaries are not easy to create. Again, we're talking about pre-billing summaries, which are quite essential when it comes to the revenue work stream of your law firm. And also the flat billing option needs improvement in our view. Okay. So this is what it is. But we love overall the fact that PracticePanther integrates really well with very key programs such as Box, Dropbox, Gmail, Google Calendar, Microsoft Office 365, for example. We have Outlook, we have QuickBooks Online, Zapier, and MailChimp. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you once again of today's topic. We're having a conversation about PracticePanther Legal Management Software Review. This is a review, an in-depth review, so we have a clear idea what this tool is about. I want to quickly talk to you about the features here. So when we talk about PracticePanther, what are the features we really need to pay attention to here? And it's important to understand that you have, again, an all-in-one solution. So you have a constellation of features. For example, you have contacts and matters. So you are able to keep all contact and matter information, keep addresses, emails, notes, tasks, events, names, numbers, and payments secure and organized. Very important. You also have tasks, events, and workflows. So you're able to create tasks and workflows to delegate to team members within PracticePanther. You have document management, another important criterion here. So you are able to create and manage important client and case documents. So then you can view them at any time from any device. It doesn't matter. This is the flexibility. This is the flexibility we love from PracticePanther. Okay. What about the intake forms? Fantastic delivery here, because you basically PracticePanther helps you get unlimited intake forms that you can create with the drag and drop editor. The forms can then populate with the relevant client and case information. And you also have client portal, as I just mentioned earlier. You can share and manage client interactions through the secure client portal within PracticePanther. And what about notifications and chat? Another home run here, because you are able to. So PracticePanther keeps you updated on everything from client payments to team activity, everywhere access and notifications. Again, this is great for small firms, but also large firms or even mid-sized firms that have, I would say, staff that is geographically distributed. So if you have staff all over the place in the country or internationally, you will love this notifications and chat feature. And you also have trust accounting and reports, so you can track trust account balances. You can request and accept retainer payments for every client and matter. So this is kind of cool because it kind of helps you abide by your regulatory obligations. Invoicing is also really pretty strong within PracticePanther. You have time tracking, also credit card processing, calendar and emails, and integrations. As I said before, PracticePanther actually integrates with key programs that are really great that could be in your tech stack right now. I want to talk about the competitive edge that the PracticePanther has. So when we analyze PracticePanther legal management software, we're trying to really see what makes this tool stand out, what makes it actually different from the others. Okay, and one thing we have found is that case management, matter management is an important criterion that really sort of sets PracticePanther apart from the crowd. Okay, because you're able to really have a series of capabilities within the software that allows you to really manage client information, case information to actually match what you really need. In other words, you're trying to categorize you're trying to cluster, you're trying to categorize the information so that you can manage your matters, you can manage your cases better. And PracticePanther does a great job also in terms of client content management. So you're able to have a clear eye, to have a bird's eye view rather of your clients, of your contacts, which is really great for lead management. Also, you also have task management, which really adds a layer of credibility, a layer of efficiency, a layer of productivity into your law firm's activities, into your law firm's, I would say, processes. And so when we analyze task management, we always analyze task management in conjunction with calendar and timekeeping, because those activities are related. When you think about calendaring within a law firm's context, you're automatically thinking about billing. You're automatically thinking about revenue generation. And so it's the same thing with timekeeping. So those are related. And this is where PracticePanther does a wonderful job. Okay. And PracticePanther also does a great job in terms of conflict checking, text messaging, document management, and document assembly. What we also love, and I've said this before, we appreciate the fact that PracticePanther has a secure client portal, which is really great in terms of cultivating a deeper relationship with your clients, not just over the next 3 months, but also over the next 9 months or even 12 months. So it is important to have that as well. And so it is important also to have full accounting capabilities. So when we talk about full accounting capabilities, we're speaking about trust accounting. We're speaking about basic accounting. We're speaking about basic bookkeeping. So those are important. We're talking about billing and invoicing. Okay. So this is all these things that relate to revenue generation are important. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about PracticePanther. So this is the PracticePanther Legal Management Software Review. Let me quickly talk to you about the specs. So when we think about PracticePanther, what are the specs you need to be aware of? Well, let's quickly talk about the security level. Well, PracticePanther, in terms of security, no problem, nothing to add here. The security is pretty high, pretty solid. And so the software is HIPAA compliant for the secure storage of medical records. And this is kind of cool. And we love the fact that it does also encrypt IP address logins. So basically, it's important to see that when you are trying to log into a PracticePanther, those IP address logins are restricted to allow only known authorized users to have access to the system. Okay. Custom security settings are managed by assigning access roles to each user that permits or restrict access to the different parts of the system and may restrict the ability to update or change files. Fantastic. And so PracticePanther is suitable to solo practitioners, small firms, medium-sized firms, major law firms, and large organizations with substantial legal departments. And the system is really designed from the get-go to be a comprehensive solution for just a single lawyer or a few attorneys, and to easily scale up to be used by an unlimited amount of users. So this is really cool here. I mean, this is one area where PracticePanther really shines. That's what I was talking to you about earlier when I said scalability is key, because you don't the thing is, you don't want to have legal management software that you use, right? When you have 10 attorneys, and then the day you move on to 100 attorneys, that software can't keep up with you anymore. So you have to change, and you know how brutal and how painful it is sometimes to change stuff in your tech stack, to change programs in your tech stack. So having a tool from the get-go that can accommodate your growth, they can accommodate your law firm's vision, they can accommodate your law firm's human capital management strategy. It is really good. And this is where PracticePanther really shines, okay? And you have to understand that the cool thing about PracticePanther is that you can actually avail yourself of the free trial before you buy the real thing. You can, you don't need a credit card to register for a new account. Just try the account, the free trial. If you like it, then go ahead and buy the stuff. It's the real software. Talking about the real software, let's actually go into pricing here. Let's have a clear idea about the pricing. What is the pricing? I want you to look right now on the screen. So here is the pricing for PracticePanther as of the date of this show. And this price actually is billed annually. So this is like the solo, the essential, and the business. This is for the annual billing. If you were to go to the monthly billing, you probably will be like as the PracticePanther even says, you probably will be paying for solo maybe $59.63. For essential, you'll be paying maybe $79.83, and for business, you'll be paying probably $100. So what I want to say here is that what we love about PracticePanther is that it is used in more than 170 countries. So this is basically an international tool. So it doesn't matter if your law firm is operating from the States or elsewhere. You will love PracticePanther because you are able to actually scale in the right way. One thing we love about PracticePanther is that simply because the tool is available in multiple countries, you can actually have conversations with counterparts in other countries and share experiences. And I'm talking about countries that are English speaking, but also non-English speaking. That way you have a clear idea what people are feeling about the software before you buy. So this is kind of cool. And one thing I want to say also is that basically, whether you go with the solo or you go with the essential or the business, there are certain things that are just basic. So you have the internal chat, real-time notifications, native e-payments with Panther payments, daily agenda, email, document templates, task and events, workflows. Those are essential in every plan. Doesn't matter solo, essential, or business. So it's just that PracticePanther wanted to have that. Another thing I want to say before closing on this chapter is that you need to understand that with PracticePanther, you really, again, avail yourself of the free trial period so that you can understand how the software works before you buy the real thing. Please do it that way. So what is our opinion here? So basically, is PracticePanther worth it? Should you go with it or should you ditch it? Should you take it or ditch it? We think PracticePanther is a great software tool, and we would recommend that you give it a try. We recommend that you adopt it if the services that PracticePanther provides suit your needs right now. But at a very minimum, it's free to actually try it to see if it works for you, and there's no credit card information needed in any way. So for us, this is just like a win-win for both parties, a win for PracticePanther and a win for you also. And so this is really cool. But so give it a try. Give it a try, because PracticePanther, unlike some tools, do not quote unquote discriminate based on the size of the law firm, right? If you have a small law firm, or even if you are just a one practitioner, or even if you are you are basically, again, you are right now in a situation where you are a small law firm, it doesn't matter. With PracticePanther, they don't care about your status, your law firm's status, whether you're a big law firm or medium-sized law firm or small law firm. For certain products, they really don't care. But for others, yes, of course, they want you to, size matters. Financial size matters. And it's one of those things where you want to make sure that if you are a PracticePanther, that you speak to firms that can actually spend on your software tool. But overall, one thing we have found is that PracticePanther is really good. It's really amenable to all kinds of law firms. We love the fact that it has an app, so this is really good already. Okay, and it's also one of those things that really change. Let's say change in terms of like if your law firm actually grows in size, grows, then PracticePanther will have to adapt. And usually what they do is they will send you personnel. They will send you folks to kind of work something out with you to see your capabilities. They do the same thing if you have to onboard and you can't really find the answers you need by actually checking the other bank, like the other bank situation. So, but bottom line here is they will take care of you, and they want you to really work with them no matter what. So this is really great. And so don't forget that it is cloud-based. So if you love a cloud-based legal management software program, then this could be it for you. All right, let me quickly do a recap here. So I'll give you some information about PracticePanther. I give you the synopsis, the pros and cons, the features, the competitive edge, the specs, the pricing, and our opinion. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.